teach you not only the mechanics of passing, the basic four passes, the fundamentals of passing, but I'm also going to teach you today how to do the creative, the more advanced type of pass, the artistic type of pass, the deceptive pass. Now you might be saying, well, hey, I don't have anybody to pass to. I want you to get your ball, though. Maybe you're in your garage watching this. Maybe you're in a gym watching this. But you can pass against a wall. You can pass against a post. You can even pass against the backboard. That's how you can pass. You don't need someone, but if you have someone, that'll help. So let's get ready to do our homework on passing. Mastering the basic passes. Now there are four basic fundamental passes that you have to learn before you can do any of the behind the back, between the legs, 180 degree around your body, whatever the pass is. You have to first of all learn the basic passes. When I was a young kid, I would throw 200 to 500 passes a day of the four basic fundamental passes, which include these passes: the chest pass, the chest bounce pass, the baseball pass, and the overhead pass. Those are your four basic passes. Those are the four basic fundamental passes you have to learn. Now the first one we're going to teach is called the chest pass. Now it's called the chest pass because it comes from the chest area. I'm going to have it in this area. My elbows are close to my side, just like this. They're close. You don't want your elbows out. If your elbows are out, that means you're going to push the ball. You're going to push it, just like in shooting. Some kids have their elbow out and they push it. They don't become good shooters. Keep your elbows in tight to your body. The hand placement on the ball. My thumbs are evenly spread over the ball. My thumbs are evenly spread over the ball. I have good finger pad control. In other words, I don't want that palm to touch that basketball. I want it on the finger pad, as you see it right there, okay? That's the way you want the ball. So you're evenly spaced, you have good rhythm, you're bent knees, you're confident, you're relaxed, and I'm going to step forward when I throw. I'm going to step with my right foot, and I'm going to step with my left foot. So I come in here, let's throw this pass now. I'm going to throw a chest pass from right here. Now, as you can see, look at my follow-through. My index fingers are pointed right directly to where I was passing the ball. My thumbs are pointed downward, just like this. I remember my dad, he told me when I was a kid that he came up one time, he said, you see this piece? He says, you never milked a cow, did you? I said, no, Dad, I didn't. He says, well, always remember that when you follow through, these thumbs are down, just like you're milking a cow. See? Just like you milk, that's how you milk a cow. You never milk one, you go like that, and that's what happens. So remember, if your elbows are in like this, you come out and you snap those wrists. Snap, 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 snap. And that gives that backspin on the ball. You got to have backspin when you throw that chest pass. So you got it right there. Now, something else we want to do is rhythm. We want to have rhythm when we throw the basketball. Now, when we throw the basketball with rhythm, okay, that means with the feet. See, I'm going to take a step here. I'm going to come back and step there. I'm going to come back and step here. I'm going to come back and step there. So you got good finger pad control. You got good backspin. You got good follow through. Those thumbs are down. Those index fingers are pointed straight on. You're throwing it from this area right here. Your elbows are in tight. And you throw the ball, and you want to hit the man anywhere from the waist up to here. Give him a good target. Give him a good target. So that's where you want to do it. Now let's throw a couple. We're right here. We're going straight out. Just like this, see? I'm changing air. I'm getting good rhythm. Good rhythm. My elbows are in. Straight out like this. Good follow through. Look at those thumbs. Look at those thumbs down there. Perfect. I used to throw 200 to 500 of these passes a day. A day. When I was your age, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. That's what I used to do. I wanted to perfect every pass. That's the chest pass. Remember, the chest pass. Basic first fundamental pass that you have to learn. The chest bounce pass. That's the second part of the fundamental passes that you must learn. It's thrown just like the chest pass, except you're going to throw it at the floor. So it bounces up to the person. Now, you can throw this pass two ways, okay? You can throw it with backspin. You want to throw it with backspin. Same as the chest pass, except my target is the floor, and I want the ball to come up right in this area, right in the waist area here. When you catch that ball, don't catch it like this because it'll slip through your hand. Don't have your hands like this. Always turn your hands over. I know kids have been taught to catch the ball like this, but it's wrong. Don't catch the ball like this. Catch the ball with one hand over the other, and you'll never miss it. So when you catch that ball, make sure it's like this. Just like this. Just like that. Okay, now the chest bounce pass. When you throw it, you You want to throw at that target, elbows are in, you got good rhythm, you got that finger pad control, you got backspin, you got a good follow through. Let's go through it. Look at that follow through. You see that rhythm? You see the knees are bent, my thumbs are down, my index fingers is this way, just like this, and I come back up. I change feet, I go back again, same way, same follow through. You want to do this pass and perfect it. Each pass that you do, you want to do right. Do it right. At my camp in the summer times, I see kids that'll do 3 or 4 right, and then they'll get lazy or bored or something. I know they're not going to be basketball players. If you want to be a basketball player, you got to perfect these basic fundamental passes. So make sure you go just like this. Remember, the bounce pass, it's a great pass to learn how to do. It's just a derivative of the chest pass, and it's a fundamental pass that you have to twist. The overhead pass, that's the third basic fundamental pass that I'm going to teach you today. Now, the overhead pass is thrown just like the other 2 basic fundamental passes, the chest and the chest bounce. The mechanics are the same. In all 4 of these passes that you're going to learn today, all the mechanics are the same. You have the finger pad control, you have backspin, you have good follow through, you have your elbows in. So when we throw this overhead pass, make sure that your elbows are in, just like this. Okay? You don't want them out, because then you're going to be pushing the ball. You want to pass the ball, pass it. So the elbows are there. I got good extension on with my thumbs. They're evenly spaced. It's on finger pad. I'm going to throw that ball just like that. You notice that follow through? That follow through is the same. Notice that backspin? Now look at that. It's the same follow through. See? Remember the cow? It's the same way. Chest pass, chest bounce, overhead. Same follow through. Same basic pass. See that nice follow through? It's always the same. The overhead pass, it's a great pass to throw. Remember, have good finger pad control, backspin, follow through. Don't get the ball back in here, in this area here, okay? Make sure your elbows are in tight and they're not out. It's in tight to your head. You have a good open window right here to throw the pass. Make sure that you throw it. You can throw it 2 ways. You can throw it with backspin, or you can throw a dead ball. I can throw a dead ball here the same way. See? Dead ball. The best overhead passer I ever knew was a guy who played in the NBA, and his name was Wes Unseld. He used to, in practice, he would take the basketball, he would throw it up against the board, jump up, turn around, and fire an overhead pass and hit the other backboard 6 to 7 out of 10 times. He was the best outlet passer I've ever seen that ever played the game of basketball. But he was a great overhead passer. The reason was because he practiced and practiced and practiced. Okay? So remember, when you do the overhead pass, practice it. The 4th of the basic fundamental passes is called the baseball pass. Now the baseball pass is a good pass. You can use it in a lot of ways. Mostly use it when you see someone breaking for the basket, and you can throw a long pass, and it's called the baseball pass. But the mistake that most kids make is they take this pass and they take it way back here when they throw it. You don't want to take it way back here, because what happens? If I take it way back here and I throw that ball, you're going to get this spin on the ball. It's going to curve on you, and you're not going to have control. Plus the fact you always use that left hand. Of course, if you're left-handed, then you always use your right hand. You use that for protection. Hey, maybe at the last second I see a defender come into the pitcher. I want to stop the ball. I don't want to throw it. So I can bring it back. You just stand here like this and throw the ball. Hey, you're not going to be able to bring it back. The defensive man is going to steal it. And then you're going to see a guy get off the bench and go to the scores table. And you're going to be sitting on the pine. So be sure that you throw it from this angle. Look, you can throw the baseball pass from right behind the ear. I can throw the baseball pass the length of the court from right here, okay? If you can throw it to half court, that's a good pass for you to throw. But just from right here, you don't have to take it way back, from right here, okay? Keep this left arm up, keep it there like this, and throw it straight out. There's that thumb, look at that thumb, look at that follow through. The follow through is the same in every basic pass, okay? It's got backspin, it's got good finger pad control, it's got good follow through, okay? try it again. I'm here. I'm going to step out with my left leg. Step out with my left leg, just like this. Have good rhythm. You got to have rhythm when you throw the basketball. When you pass it, you got to have rhythm, okay? So it's straight out like this. You get it back. Now you change over. Your right leg's in front. Here's the left hand right here. You do it from this side. You got to do it from the opposite side. You're here, back, straight. There's the thumb. Straight out. See the backspin on the ball? Snap that wrist. Snap that wrist. Have to give that backspin on the ball. Same way. Straight out. The baseball pass. The fourth pass in the basic fundamental passes. I used to throw all four of these passes at least 500 times a day when I was a small kid, between 7 and 14 years of age. It's something that you have to do. You have to learn the basics first. So I hope you will do your homework with these fundamental passes. Now you've just learned how to throw the chest pass, the chest bounce, the overhead, and the baseball pass. 4 basic fundamental passes. But there's one mistake that all kids make, and that is they telegraph the pass. Telegraph, what do you mean? I'm showing where the pass is going to be made. I'm looking down, I get ready to throw, and the defensive man knocks it down. I do it again, he knocks it down. Again, he knocks it down. Again, he knocks it down. I keep telling myself, and the coach says too, why do you telegraph your pass, Pete? Don't you know how to fake? That's what I want you to know right now. You have to fake. Fake. All you got to do is fake. See, you can fake like this and come over like that. He doesn't know. See, he's going to go for whatever fake you go with. Whatever fake you back and right over his ear. See, I can make this pass. Hold on. I can make it go right over his ear, and he won't get the pass. You get this ball. I want you to get this ball. Get that ball. Get that hand up there. You got to be quick when you get that. But I might go back. And see, I got him faking again. You got to fake when you pass. Make sure that you fake. See, you can go between his legs. He doesn't know. Get this ball now. Ready? He can't get that ball. He can't get it. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go right by his ear, right there. You see that? Why couldn't he get it? I'll tell you why. Because I'm faking. He doesn't know what I'm going to do. I'm not telegraphing the pass. So remember, don't telegraph the pass. If you don't do that, relax, concentrate, fake, and then your basketball will not get deflected and you won't be sitting on the end of the pine. Now that you've learned to throw the 4 basic fundamental passes, the chest, chest bounce, overhead, and baseball, now you've got to practice, practice, practice. You've got to get someone to throw the ball to. Maybe your brother, your sister, your father, your mother, your best friend. You might want to do it against a backboard, maybe against a post, maybe against a tree, maybe against a wall. But you got to pass, 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 pass. All these 4 basic fundamental passes, you have to practice more and more. Now this is called target passing. Target passing. Notice I'm following through. I'm hitting that target, wherever it is. Wherever she wants it, that's where I'm passing to. She's the one that determines where she wants me to throw it. Oh, you see that one? She went right in front of her face. Let me tell you one thing. Whenever someone tells you to pass here, they'll never miss that pass. They'll miss any of these other ones, but they'll never miss this one in front of the face because they'll mess up their pretty little face, and they don't want to have that done. You know, this ball will cause your nose to go flat, and you don't want that to happen. So that's good, Jane. Anywhere else. Be accurate. Be accurate. Okay. Now that is called target passing. Remember, be accurate, do it quickly. Now you just don't have to do the chest pass. You can do the chest bounce pass, you can do the baseball, you can do the overhead, you can do any number of passes. But be sure to do it. Practice your target passing. In the 50s and the 60s, if you threw any pass other than the 4 basic fundamental passes, you would find yourself right next to the coach, because that was called the best seat in the house. You might even find yourself behind the coach in the stands, eating some popcorn and clapping for the team that you were once on. Why is that? Well, maybe you threw a behind-the-back pass. Or maybe you threw a between-the-legs pass. You see, it was a rarity to see anyone throw those types of passes back in the 50s and the 60s. It wasn't allowed. You had to be basic. You had to be structured. You had to be formal when you passed the basketball. And that's the way it was back then. It was a rarity to see a guy like Bob Cousy come down the court, go behind his back or between his legs with a pass. But boy, did the fans like to see that type of passing. That's creative. It's advanced. You will never see someone like Larry Bird or Magic Johnson or Isaiah Thomas just throwing advanced creative passing, because first they had to be proficient in the basic passing. That's how they became that good at deceptive passing. Let me tell you something. The game has really changed. I walked into the Spectrum one night to play basketball against the 76ers. There was a big sign. And what was on that sign? It was 30 feet long and 15 feet high. It said this: Pistol Pete, why do hot dogs cost 15 cents in Philly and $2 million in Atlanta? Let me tell you, it was funny then, and it's funny now to me. You know why? Because the game has really changed. It's changed because the fans now are demanding more and more advanced passes. They're demanding more imagination, more artistic passes. That's what they want to see. That's what brings them back into the game. That's why they want to see the dunks and the slams and the different passes behind the back and between the legs. That's what it's all about. Now, we're going in right now to the basic advanced passes right now. You get your basketball, and let's start doing our homework. The behind-the-back pass. That's the first artistic, deceptive, advanced pass I want to teach you today. Now, you can do this pass by yourself. This is how you learn it. Just take the ball, go behind your back, and throw it up in the air, and catch it just like that. Just like this. Going back and forth. Make sure the palm is up. Make sure the palm is up in this fashion when you throw it. Get it behind you, throw it to yourself. You do it right side, go to your left side. If you don't have anybody to throw the pass to, throw it to yourself. It's a lot of fun, believe me. You just do like this. Now, when I was a small child, my dad used to be standing here, and he taught me how to throw the behind-the-back pass. He would have me stand just like this sideways. He was facing me, and he'd make me take the ball around, and I would do just like this. Bring it around to him, hand it to him. All I do is hand it to him, because I was only like 7, 8 years old. And I was too small to really do anything at that point. Then I do it on the left side, the same way. Take the ball, hand it to him, he'd hand it back, just like this. Then finally, when I got good enough, he'd say, okay, Pete, face me. Now go 180 degrees around your body. When you go 180 degrees around your body, that means that you're getting more accurate with the pass. So I go like this, making sure I don't knock him over with the pass. Then I take a step back. Same way. I take another step back. Always trying to get accuracy. I wanted to get accuracy. You see, the more you throw this particular type of pass, the better you get at it. It's like anything else. The more you practice, the better you get at it. The more proficient you get at it. I used to throw the behind-the-back pass a great deal. I used to use it in unique situations because that is the best pass to use. It's a good advanced pass. Make sure that when you come around, see you got that hand just like that. Make sure you go around. You should throw strikes. That man shouldn't have to move. He shouldn't have to move out of that spot where he is. You should be accurate when you pass. Now, I used to throw this pass about 60 to 70 feet real easy. It was not hard at all to throw this pass that far. And the reason was because I threw it all the time. Great. That's the behind-the-back pass. It's a pass that you can try. And I hope you will try it because I think you'll like it. Behind-the-back bounce pass. It's just like the behind-the-back pass that you just learned, except you're going to bounce it. All right, now the best way to do that, there's going to be certain situations when you're on the court that you're not going to be able to throw that behind the back pass. Why? Because the defender might have his hand there. You might have to throw the bounce pass. A bounce pass is a better pass to throw, especially in fast break situations. All right? So remember this, that when you throw this behind the back bounce pass, make sure it's like this. You get your hand out just like that. Now, there's a little drill that you can do. I'm going to go back and forth. Again, my dad used to stand here, and he'd have me go back and forth, taking one dribble. He would be stationary, and I would be moving. I would just take one dribble, and I'd make sure that I bounced it right up to where his waist was. I'd take one dribble here, bounce it right there. He'd give it back to me. I'd come this way, and bounce it again. Same way. This way, bounce it. And then he'd just have me just keep doing this. Just like this. Back and forth. You got to hit a stationary target. While you're moving, you hit that stationary target. That's the behind the back bounce pass. Won't you try it? I think you'll like it. Between the legs pass. This is an exciting pass. You got to learn this pass. I'll tell you why. It's very deceptive. When I went to college at LSU, this is the pass I used the most. The reason is, on a fast break situation, it's a great pass to use. It's an easy pass to throw once you learn it. But first you got to learn it. It's just like it says, between the legs. The reason it becomes so deceptive is that when you throw the ball through going full speed in this fashion, like this, that hand comes straight out. It just comes straight out. It almost looks like you're getting ready to hand the ball off to the man going in from the side. See? Just like that. That's what it looks like. At slow motion, it might not look like that, but at full speed, it does. It's a great deceptive pass. So let's learn how to throw it. Just like we learned how to throw the behind the back bounce, we're going to do the same thing with the between the legs. Okay? Let's go for it. Get that hand out. That's right. Between the legs pass. Do it for me and for you. Strike! How about that? A strike! Boy, I bet you can get a strike too. You know something? You're probably saying, well, what's that got to do with this creative pass? Well, it has a lot to do with it. It's called the alley-oop pass. It was a name that my dad developed and gave to me back 25 years ago. The alley-oop pass. Because the pass looks like an alley-oop pass. Don't forget that when you throw this pass, this is the first thing you do, just like you bowl, okay? I remember when I played with the Atlanta Hawks, one time I got a rebound, just like this, got the ball, and just before I took one dribble, everybody was heading back down the court. I saw Lou Hudson, who was on the Hawks teams with me, and I took the pass, and I just rolled it like that, and threw my arm up in the air, just like that. And other guys were looking up in the air, and the pass flew right by the defenders. Lou Hudson picked it up and went in and jammed it. It was a good pass. You don't always want to throw that bowling ball pass, though. You got to have the unique situation to do that. But the alley-oop pass is thrown just like you would bowl. You got the hand underneath, just like this. You got your left hand for protection, just like this. Always keep that left hand out. In case a defender walks in, you can stop it. Now, you can throw this pass straight on, just like that, or you can throw it from an out-of-bounds position all the way down the court. You can also throw it straight up in the air. That's where it gets alley-oop. Alley-oop. Don't forget that when you pass this ball, when you do it, make sure you alley-oop it up. Alley-oop it. That's what it is, the alley-oop. Put it into your passing game. discus pass. Now, that was a little bit exaggerated. That's not how you want to throw the pass, okay? But it's called the discus pass. The reason it's called the discus pass is because you're going to throw it just like a discus. You're going to get it out here, and you're going to throw it like this. Why do you want to throw the ball like this? Let me tell you why. The reason is it's much easier to throw this type of pass here than it is to throw it from back here. It's real easy. It requires no strength because it's all momentum. See, it's a natural reaction of the arm and the shoulder to take it back and throw it like this. But you have that left arm for protection. You got to have it out there. You go just like this. You bring it back, and then you throw it out. You throw it out. See that follow through? This is a pass that you really want to use. You really want to use when you come off the board. You get the ball off the backboard. You look down. You see someone for the basket, and you let it go all the way down. That's what you want to do. You want to be able to throw that ball, but be sure that you have protection with it, just like this. It's called the discus pass. I think you'll like it, and you practice it. The short pro pass. Now, when do you use this type of pass? The best time to use this pass is when you're going into the pivot. When the defender's on you like that, okay, you can use this short pro split pass. It's just that quick. You don't fake it. You don't do anything. You just pass it very quickly before the guy even raises his hand or makes a reaction. You just here right here, and you're right there, just like that. Real quick, see? Real quick. Short pro pass. Real quick. You want to get this pass in. It's a great pass to hit the pivot man. Hit your center. You're coming down the court, you see your pivot man's right there, your man's on you, and you just go right into him, just like this. Either side. You're right here with the pass, you see your man, and you go right over here. See? Same way over there. Just real quick. There's no real reaction to it. You just throw it. That's called the short pro split pass. I think you'll like it. The hook pass. It's a great pass to use, especially when you're going into the pivot. It's an advanced pass. It's not one of your basic passes. Now, why is it good? There's a couple of reasons. The defensive man, usually, he comes up on the person. And what we call this, when he comes up this close, we're going to leg whip. We're going to get our foot. We're going to cross over in front of his foot. Just cross over. Just leg whip it right here to this position here. And then we're going to throw that hook pass. We're going to throw it around to that pivot man. That's why it's such a good pass. You got to cross over and then hook. Remember, when you throw this pass, remember that you got to make this simple crossover. See, that's a crossover step. You go from left to right, and you go from right to left. You just sit there and do this. See, it's a good little drill to do. It's a crossover step. Crossover, okay? That's called the hook pass. Remember, a couple more times. Defensive man comes up, you cross over, lean, and fire in to the pivot. Defensive man comes up, you cross over, lean, and fire in to the pivot. Comes over, lean, fire into the pivot. The hook pass. If you want to bait your man, throw the hook pass. Behind the neck pass, a tremendous pass, especially on a 2-on-1 fast break. You see, the deceptive part of it is the defensive man, Tommy, when he was in here on me, okay, when I had the ball right here, Artis was coming into the hoop. Right here, I was getting ready to go for a layup. As I went up right here, I just took this ball, went behind my neck like this, and went up with the shot. It almost looks like you're going to shoot the layup. Let's try that one more time. You see, you set the guy up. You're coming in with one. You're getting ready to go up. It's right over, then back of the shoulder, and up with the shot. It's a great pass, tremendous pass. It's an advanced pass. Now, let's get into it right now, okay? What we're going to do is just throw it. This is how you throw it. You take the ball. You don't throw it over your head. You throw it directly behind your head. You remember in the ball handling, you did around the world, the same thing. Remember this? It's the same situation, except you take it and you pass the ball. You take your hand here and throw it right across. See? Throw it. Just like this. All with your wrist. See, you don't give it away. You don't take your arm and go like that. It won't be a fake then. You got to just do it with your wrist. Just like that. The reason it's so deceptive is because it's behind the neck. It's so quick when you do it. And then you follow up. You follow up like you shot. You follow up and shoot. You follow up and shoot. The behind the neck pass. A good pass, especially in a 2-on-1 fast break. I need someone to come in and help me with this pass. Come on in. There we go. Okay? All right. You see, that's what happened. It kind of reminds me of a story. When I was at LSU, we were playing against, I forget who the team was, but we were like 2 or 3 points down, and we had the ball. And I made a fake, and I drove in baseline. I was going out for a layup, and the ball was going up, and a guy undercut me. And I spun down, and I hit on the floor, and the ball came down, hit me right in the nose. I rolled over it, and I got up because all of a sudden, I was going to go to the foul line. I said, hey, there's only about 4 seconds left. I'll make these 2 free throws. We still got a chance to win. We'll only be down 1 point. But the referee called a charge. I couldn't believe it. I lost my cool. I grabbed the ball. He said, give me the ball. I said, I'm not giving you the ball. I knew the game was over. You know how I knew? Because 3 reporters were sitting right behind the basket, and they got up to go right to score it. So it must have been over. So I figured I'd have a little fun. So I grabbed the ball. See, and he said, give me the ball. I said, no. Give me that ball. I'm going to give you a technical. I said, give it. And he gave me a technical, and the crowd was in it and everything else. He said, I want the ball. I said, no, I'm not giving you the ball. He said, you say one more word, and you're going to get another technical. I said, word. And he gave me another technical. And finally, he said, I want that ball now. I said, okay. And I went like this, and that ring, and he hit that chair and fell down. And when he was falling down, he said, you're out of here. And he threw me out of the game. Of course, the game was lost anyway. I figured, why not have a little fun, give the people their money's worth, right? Well, that's how this pass came about. It's called the wrist pass. It's a very deceptive pass. Now, here's how you throw it. It's a very difficult pass to throw. You take it just like you're going to throw a chest bounce pass. Just like I'm going to throw the ball over here, okay? I'm going to throw a little chest bounce pass. That's how you set it up. You come down on a 3-on-1, see? You're coming down on a 3-on-1, you throw a little chest bounce. The next time you come down, you see, you set the man up. All of a sudden, you're coming down like this, and then all of a sudden, you take that ball, and you go right here, and you go, whoosh, the ball goes on the other side. It's amazing. And what happens? You know what's happened? The guy there is going to eat air. You ever seen a guy eat air? That's what happens on that pass. It's called the wrist pass. Right here. Straight over. It's very deceptive. How do you throw it? You lock your arms completely out. You lock your arms completely out, and it's all wrist. It's just wrist. It's wrist. Wrist. You don't throw it like this. It's not deceptive that way. You can go either way with it, see? You can throw it that way, too, see? Either way. Or this way. Boy, is it a deceptive pass. I guarantee you, look at, he doesn't know when I'm going to throw it to him over there, see? Look at that, he's getting ready. The wrist pass. Hey, it'll literally make the opponent eat air. The dribble slap pass. A tremendous fast break pass. Of course, it's also very difficult, especially when you're coming down the court full speed. You don't, even when I used to do the pass, I wouldn't even know which way it was going to go until the last second. It's an instinctive type of pass. Now, how do you throw it? Let's get right into it. Right here. Let's take it. I'm going to take one dribble. Now, when I take this dribble, when that ball is going down, my hand's going over the top. Okay? Now, when it comes back up, my hand's going under the bottom. Now, I've got 2 options. I can go here with the pass, or as it's coming back up right there, and the hand goes over, then under, and then come back, I can go over there with the pass. So watch what happens. We're here, over there. We're here, over there. You say, that might be a little bit hard. You might say, I don't think I better try that. My coach, don't try it. You don't try it until you learn the basic passes. You don't try it until you can do it. When you can do it, then you try it. You see, I could do it. I could do this pass. It was an exciting pass to do. it really made the defensive man, he didn't know which way to turn. He didn't know which way to go because my hands were going every way. You can do the same thing on the dribble. You see, you come down here, you go like this, and you go over here and dribble to the left. The dribble slap. The dribble slap pass. You can learn it, you can do it. It's going to be hard. You've got to know what you're doing. You've got to be a good ball handler. You've got to be a good dribbler. You've got to be a good passer. And you've got to use it in the right situation. In the right situation. But it's a great, creative pass for you to learn. Well, this sure has been fun to be here today with you to teach you the fundamentals of passing, to show you some advanced creative passing, to show you the art of passing. It's been my pleasure to come to your living room to show you this today. I wanted to tell you this, though. You can pass any amount of imagination you can even conceive of. That's the type of pass you should throw. Whatever you can think about. I only showed you a few artistic passes. There are so many more. Let your imagination run wild. But remember this, before you ever try a deceptive pass, make sure that you can do the fundamental pass, which includes the chest bounce, the overhead, and the baseball. And remember this, don't let too much time pass until you do your homework.
Now you can learn even more of the secrets that made Pistol Pete Maravich into a basketball legend. Pistol Pete's Homework Basketball. Shooting. Dribbling. Passing. And ball handling. They all add up to making your game great.
Dress like a winner in your official Pistol Pete's Homework Basketball t-shirt. Look your best. Feel your best. Be a part of the Pistols team as you wear this one-of-a-kind t-shirt. The logo sporting Pistol Pete's legendary floppy socks not only identifies you as a serious student of the game, but it will also help remind you to keep the fun in the fundamentals of basketball. Let the Pistol help you with your homework, because nobody knows today who will be a legend tomorrow. To order your very own Pistol Pete t-shirt, send $9.95 plus $1 for postage and handling to Pistol Pete T-shirts, Post Office Box 80089, Baton Rouge, Louisiana.